we go. Welcome everyone. I am here with Foxfunks with our another episode of Lumenight Lounge. Foxy, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to the chat and everybody that's going to be watching this VOD.
Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Foxfunks. I am a chaotic, sussy, but wholesome cyberpunk kitsune from Dimension 3000. My goal is to make people smile, make new friends, but also find my missing human. It's nice to meet ya. I got a drink water after that one. That was really long. You know, I need to shorten that.
Shorten it to what? It seems fine.
You think so? I feel like it's very long. Like, if I got a raid,
that's what she said.
Very long. Yeah, you know what? Yes.
Well, at least you have one. I don't even have one.
It's okay. It's okay. So a lot of VTubers don't have one, so it's all good.
I haven't thought about it. I don't know, like, I don't have like a raid message. I don't have nothing. I just have me, myself, and a dream, I guess.
Honestly, I feel that vibe. I feel the vibe. I feel like a lot of my streams, though, I just kind of pull it out of my butt, you know? Like, it's just like a surprise. Like, I never know what's gonna happen. I feel like that's the problem with me, too. I feel like whenever I make, like, a stream schedule or whatever, like, I just don't follow it anymore. And I should.
I have to be more consistent with stream schedules. I think I'm starting to have set days where I'm gaming, and then the rest of the week is like, yeah, it's whatever.
Yeah.
I think the main motivation of me keeping things in check is like, of course, for like this week and a little bit of next week, I'm doing these interviews with people, and it's like, oh yeah, well, now I have to be punctual and stuff because it involves another person, and I don't want to waste anyone's time.
Let's go. One time I did a collab with a friend, and I don't know what I was on that day or something, but I thought we were playing a game, and I got the game wrong. And then when it was time to play the game wasn't installed. But by the time I installed it, there was like game error, so then we had to change the content completely. And even then, I got kicked out of the game several times because there was something wrong with the game.
What game was it supposed to be?
It was supposed to be Biped. Biped wasn't downloaded, so I had to download it. And then there was an error in Biped, and then we changed it to Demonologist. But I kept on getting kicked out of Demonologist, so yeah.
Oh, was that like maybe recently, like within the past month?
Yeah. Super recent.
Yeah, Demonologist, we were waiting on a big map update for like a half of a year, and they finally came out with it. But when they came out with their update, Steam itself, the whole Steam store, updated for the summer sale, and something about the Steam launcher updated to where it just wasn't communicating with Demonologist. Because I was in the Discord server because I was waiting on that update for Demonologist, and they were talking about what a struggle it was to get the game and Steam to cooperate with each other.
Oh gosh.
I think it took them like a week to fix that.
Make it free. Just make the game free at that point. Make it free. So everybody can play it.
Usually I would, but like the new map, freaking terrifying.
Really? I haven't played the new map yet. Well, to be honest, I haven't unlocked like any of the levels. I still am at the first house.
I have everything unlocked. I'm like level 40, level 50.
Do you have it as the cafe setting, the house cafe?
I have the lighthouse, the like $20,000 one.
Okay, you bougie or whatever.
I plan on buying the next one. I'm trying to save up for it. But I know that when you play with other people on Demonologist, you can grandfather like new people into maps. So if you play with me, then I can take you to the new map. Although I wouldn't really recommend a new map with just 2 people because that's how big the map is huge.
Yeah.
It's huge and spooky.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We'll play together. We'll play together, and I'll stick to you.
And I'll stick to you because I'm a scaredy cat.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't play that game because I'm good. I play it because I'm a fucking masochist.
I feel it. I feel it.
Because I love it. Because I mainly play like cozy things, you know? Most of the stuff I stream is like Stardew and all this cute stuff. And then I'm like, we're going to play Demonologist. We're just, you know what? We're going to hope for the best.
You know, I feel the same way. I started off like that. I was like, I'm gonna be a cozy streamer, ooh woo. I'm just gonna play my Animal Crossing and like farming games. And then after I started making new friends, they're like, Apex. I'm like, okay, I guess. Apex. And so like now I do a little bit of pew-pews here and there.
So I have my friend Maki, and I play games with her quite a lot. She loves Apex. And the first time she invited me to play Apex, she was like, are you good? And I was like, I'm better than a terrible random. I'm just a random you can communicate with.
I feel that.
Because no, Apex came out with a new map, and I guess it's not new now. I think it came out last season. There's this one part. It has a lot of flowers, a lot of trees, a lot of pink and purple and blue trees and flowers and stuff, and I'm just like, this looks amazing. And I always run around and like look at everything, and then we get like attacked, and I'm just, oh, I don't know what to do.
I feel it.
I play a lot of Watson on Apex. I'm trying to branch out, but I always like to play the cute girls. Like I have a pink like rose quartz Loba skin, and her nails are pink, and I keep playing her just because she's cute, not because of her kit.
Yeah. I vibe with that. I feel that. Honest, heavy. I feel like if you can't like customize the skins or like get something cute, I don't want to play it. My friend was sending me a bunch of games, and like, I'm not gonna lie, like if it's a little bit ugly, I don't even want to play it.
I totally get that.
And I'm kind of like, because I talk to them, and I'm kind of like, you like ugly games. Like, I'll tell them, like, to their face, I'm like, you like ugly games. And they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, the game looks ugly.
Like, bro, where's the aesthetic? I need aesthetic.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh. Oh, all right. We got off on such a tangent.
It's okay. It's the scuff in me. I don't know what it is. Every single time I do a stream with someone, scuff happens. Like, it's inevitable. I think I bring it. I bring that scuffy energy.
I think that every time somebody debuts as a VTuber, we automatically need an emote or something for our initiation that just says scuff happens.
Yeah, I agree.
Actually, hold on, let me write that down. That's it. That's an actual emote idea.
Stuff happens. I have a tech support. Fuck it. Oh, am I allowed to say bad words on here?
Yeah.
I have a like a tech support like sticker dedicated to one of my mods, just because I had so much scuff like on most of my streams. It's like a well-known thing now that it's gonna happen.
It's just, they're just on standby all the time.
Yeah, but you know, my mods don't even do their mod job, so now nobody's a mod. I took it back from them.
Oh, speaking of like mods and everything, so we can get on to the first section of our...
Oh, wait. I'm sorry, I got another phone call. Can I call you back in like, can I get back in like 2 minutes?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's all good. For like context, I don't know if Foxy wants to announce it on a stream or not, so I'll keep it very vague, but she has some accomplishments going on in real life that's going to affect her positively. If she wants to announce it, she can. But This is so weird because it's like she told me what it was, but I don't want to like, you know, spoil it if she hasn't said anything about it. So just, you know, it's good news. If you want to give your early congratulations to Foxy, you can. It's so weird because I'm just like, everybody congratulate Foxy, but we don't know what we're gonna congratulate her about. Just congratulate her anyway.
Yeah, congratulate me. I deserve it.
I was just like, in IRL, you have like a large achievement, but I like don't know if you want to share it. So I'm just like,
oh, I'm pretty open with my audience, to be very on. I think I'm pretty comfortable with my audience, but yeah, I got a call back to a job interview. Whee! I'm not gonna be homeless. Wee! That would do it. Wee!
I'm not gonna be homeless yet.
You know, I was really about to like draw the Squidward meme of him like sitting in a box and he's like spare chain. I was seriously gonna make that a model for my like VTuber subathon. I'm not even kidding me. I'm not even joking.
I'm gonna cry.
I'm gonna be doing a subathon before I start working again, and it's gonna like be like a, what's it called, uncapped subathon, and I'm gonna debut my spare change model just for funs. Just for the heck of it.
You need to at me if you ever do that.
Oh, I will. Because listen, my friend taught me how to rig, and I think now he regrets teaching me how to rig, because now that I think about it, I make really cursed models because I have some ability to draw and some ability to rig. So it's like the most cursed things ever. I just made like a Furby model. It's wild.
Furby?
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, but the rigging on that is pretty good. Because I did it myself. It's pretty, like, the facial expressions are pretty good. Yeah.
I have like PTSD from Furbies.
Really?
I don't know. When I was younger, they used to freak. Now I think they're cute, but when I was younger, I think they used to freak me out. I don't know why. I like look back on it today and I'm like, why the hell was I so scared of these things?
You know what I didn't like?
What?
Cabbage Patch Kids.
Oh God, they look so weird.
I used to hate Cabbage Patch Kids, but now I kind of like them. I think they're like ugly cute. I don't know. Like, you feel kind of bad for it. It's like a little baby that grew out from like the nasty dirt full of like manure and like sprouted from the ground. I don't know. Something like twisted about it is kind of cute, you know? It's got like a little like, how would I describe it? It's like Diglett but humanified, you know, like humanized.
Why are your descriptions so specific?
You know what? I feel like I have very descriptive descriptions, but like people kind of get it sometimes. Like I feel like armpit is like sometimes like curry and a guava. Sometimes it smells like pencil shavings.
What?
Yeah.
Pencil shavings?
Yeah, like when it first starts to stinky, it starts smelling like pencil shavings a little bit. And then when it gets really bad, it starts smelling like guava. And once you're past the point of return, it's like curry. Yeah.
What the heck?
You know what? The problem is, it's because I'm short IRL, so like I'm just always in people's armpits.
What is your favorite smell of armpit, Foxy? We must know.
Old Spice. That one's very good. I like Old Spice. That's the one I use. I use men's deodorant. I feel like it keeps the stench away better.
You know, I think that a lot of men hygiene products work a lot better than women's.
Yeah. It does.
I hate that pink tax is a thing, especially in our country, the land of the Glocks, as I like to call it.
The land of the Glocks.
Am I wrong?
No, yeah, you're right.
But like,
accurate.
Women's products cost way more than men's products for no reason.
No, yeah, actually, yeah. For no reason. So stupid. My friend was like, wait, so you gotta pay extra tax just because you're like going through that time of month. That's so unfair. Like, you can't help it. Like, you can't control that. I was like, I know, right? Can you imagine? I'm just like, oh, I don't feel like having it right now, so I'm just not gonna do it. Like,
just turn your uterus off, forehead.
yeah, exactly. Let me just. Sorry, I forgot there was an off switch. Ooh, let me pull a Chobits real quick and just turn it off real quick. Just like the Chobits anime, just turn it off real quick. It's okay. Shut the whole system down.
Exactly. Oh my God, it's felt, and it's just like, you know, a little bit of girl talk. It kind of just sucks in general being a woman, because like you can like wake up at the wrong time, boom, pH balance thrown.
Oh no, yeah. You didn't drink enough water yesterday? Well, guess what, lady? UTI. That's what you take.
Felt. Because I think that literally does happen if you don't drink enough. And that's a reminder for everybody in the chat and everybody watching this in the future. Please hydrate.
Yeah, hydrate. Don't forget to hydrate. You gotta hydrate.
A water a day keeps the UTI away.
Exactly. Or like if you have, it's like the body is so like crazy, and then like we go through like pain like all the time. But I've realized women tolerate pain a lot better than men can. Cause you know, I casually burn my face and like my ear, like my arm with like my curling iron, like not frequently, but like sometimes it happens because it's a heat tool. But like when my friend burned his hand, he was like, "Oh my god, ow! Like I can't. I think I have to go to the emergency. I think it's like a 4th degree burn. Like I can't. Like like I'm
emergency.
Like, bro, like yeah, I'm like, bro, like relax. Here's like some heat spray. Here's some aloe vera. Like chill." And then he's like, "Oh," and then I'm like, he's like, "There's blood," like, because sometimes he cuts his finger while cooking. He's like, "There's blood on my shirt, like somebody's gonna think I killed somebody, like there's a stain." I'm like, "Oh, you're fine. Vinegar, baking soda, peroxide, you're fine." They're like, "Well, how do you know?" I'm like, you don't need to know. You don't need to know.
Women can get bloodstains out of anything.
Yeah, no, for real. Yeah, because we have to.
Otherwise,
most of our clothes is gonna be ruined.
Yeah, we don't really have a choice.
Yeah.
Now, any further UTI-based comments, Foxy, before we move on to our next section?
No, I forgot. No. Oh, yeah. Wait. One last advice: don't use hand soap. You will get itchy. Use special soap for that.
Oh yes, exactly. Hand soap has like dyes and fragrances, and you don't want that in your punani area.
Yeah, gonna be itchy. Stinky and fishy, stinky and fishy. Itchy and stinky, itchy and stinky. I'm on TikTok too much. Let me get off real quick. Ugh.
Well, once I get these clips together, you're gonna be right back on it.
Fishy and stinky, fishy and stinky. Stinky and fishy. I got STDs. Make my coochie itch.
My cheeks are cramping.
Okay, sorry. I'll stop.
And that's my face cheeks for anybody that wants to have their head in the gutter.
How are you gonna narrow down this stream? Like, how do you know what you're gonna clip? There's just too much going on right now.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I have no idea, but you know, I'm gonna figure it out. I always figure it out.
Yeah, we got this.
Exactly. So Foxy, what made you want to be a VTuber?
Okay, so truthful answer, I want to be famous. But like more in-depth answer, I just want to make friends that I couldn't make offline, and I wanted a place of escapism for myself. So I feel like when we're like living daily lives, we kind of have to put up a front. But when you're online, you could be who you want to be. But just because you have freedom of speech doesn't mean you have freedom of consequence. Just saying. A reminder for people. But yeah, I just want to be my authentic self. That's all. Yeah. And I want to be famous.
I feel like if you ever went viral, you actually, let's put that into a scenario. You wake up one morning and one of your shorts hit like over 1 million views. What would you do?
I would post a thank you post so it gets more attention. I would also reply to all the comments so
every single one.
Attention. Yes. Back when I had a business, I like, even though my video had like 3 million views, I replied to every single comment, and that was like over 600 comments. But like I would reply to every one of them, so that way the hype stays alive for as long as it possibly can. Because the more people who click back on the video to read the comment, more views that you get, and then you just keep on growing off of that. So that's what I would do. But besides that, I would probably start looking into upgrading my like stuff for my channel and take it more seriously. I feel like right now, I feel like I have nothing to lose right now. So like, I kind of just post whatever. But I would start taking it more seriously, and I think I would spend more time on my content creation. So yeah.
That makes sense, because at that point, that's closer to being your main source of income when that happens, and you don't want to lose that.
Exactly. Let's manifest it real quick. When I get famous, when I get viral, I'm all about manifestation. I'm putting it into the stars right now.
I shall manifest with you.
I'm gonna be famous. Hopefully not like infamous though, you know what I mean? I don't want
there is a difference, yes.
Yeah, I'm not trying to pull like a Jake Paul, you know. So yeah.
Yeah, because you know, like, even bad publicity is good is publicity. Like, what's the term? Even bad publicity is good publicity? But I'm sure you don't want to go that route though. It's not the greatest thing.
Yeah, no Andrew Tate type beat for me. I'm okay. I want to be a well-loved streamer.
Yes, that's true. You don't want to be like down the rabbit hole. You don't want like people to say like, oh yeah, do you know Fox? Yeah, the one that like fat shamed Matcha on her podcast.
No, I took that out of context. Don't cancel me.
Oh, God, please no.
Yeah, no, don't cancel me. I didn't say that. It did come out of my mouth. You can't confirm.
Well, IRL, I'm pretty like, I don't know. I'm like average weight. I have like, my only meat is in my boobas.
Oh, goals.
The body shape of my VTuber is kind of matching the body shape I have in real life. Like, I don't have, I have thighs, guys. I don't have booty. But I have a lot of booba. It's like D34. It's my bra size.
Oh, the way my model's face like showed. Oh my gosh. God damn it, Niji Sanji Rig. I thought you would come through for me, but no. You just had to show your facial expression, huh? Oh my. Listen, I thought I was stiff enough to where it wouldn't catch that, but no, it caught that pretty well. Oh my god. Anyways, can't verify without proof. I'm just kidding.
You know, you're gonna have to check your Discord later.
I'm gonna need a proof.
The twit longer's already started. No.
Oh my god, no! This is the new thing. Foxy fat shames Matcha and sexually harasses her on stream.
Wait, in the twit longer, you know, I gotta hit you with that. So guys, I know I don't usually post things like this, but
oh yeah. And then the caption is my experience with Fox Funks.
It's just this whole unnecessary paragraph, and in fact, knowing me, actually, if I ever have to make a post like that, I never will. Let me be honest. If I'm ever caught in a controversy, I wouldn't even do all that. I usually keep things like that private, but
Yeah.
If for whatever reason, like if my manager in the future says you have to make a post about it, okay, I'll just like put the incident in Chat GPT and have it type it for me.
Yo, don't let them know our secrets. What are you doing?
Oh!
Can't let them know. Come on, it has to be genuine. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sit on a bed, take out my automaton, and write a song.
Automaton?
Yeah, just like Miranda sings exactly like that, but with an automaton.
Oh my god.
Better yet, hook it up to a Vroid model, do VR tracking, and do a dance. Yeah.
Oh my god. But remember, you have to be sad about it.
Oh yeah, you're right. This was the hardest thing I've ever had to do. Just like that. Yeah, make the lighting all blue.
You have to make sure you put it into DaVinci or in Premiere Pro, get all the, sound right.
Yeah, exactly. Do like a million cuts after like every 3 words.
Why do they do that?
Because they're like reading off of a script and like they mess up or like they ramble or something like that, which is, I think it's kind of ingenuine, but yeah, people do that. I love when VTubers make apology videos because they suck.
They are pretty bad.
There's this guy that's called Psychology in Seattle, and he just or what's this one thing called? There's this one like YouTube channel where he like can tell whether people are lying or not based off their body language, and he just analyzes them and see whether or not they're telling the truth. And it's so great.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he like exposed a lot of VTubers saying like, yeah, this isn't genuine, like this is not good, like it's no bueno. So it's just fun to watch.
Oh, you have to send me a link to that later. I want to watch some of that.
Okay, I will.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's good. It's really good. I love watching stuff like that. Or like true crime. It's so good.
You're unhinged when you enjoy watching true crime or SVU.
Yeah, it's just really good, They're like, the victim was found, and I'm over here like asleep snoring. Like they're like, the body was dismembered, his head was cut off, his arm was cut off, his nails were pulled out. And I'm like snoring. I'm like on my dream. I'm like dreaming about something, like just knocked out, dead, passed out. It's great background noise.
Oh my gosh. Is this
yeah.
Fantastic background? I like watching the documentaries of I think I like watching paranormal investigators. Yes! They're like, oh my god, what was that? And they're like, did you hear that? And then they play a replay. And like, you listen to it and it's all the static. And then the ghost is like, me. And you're like, what the hell is that? There's a really good pair of paranormal investigators that I like to watch. It's called Charm City Paranormal. And they're on YouTube. And their cinematography, Foxy, is insane. They're really good at cinematography, and they're really good at explaining the history of the place that they're going to. They do a lot of history research on the place so that they give a lot of detail as to what's going on, so that they know where to actually go. But some things do happen in the background that they don't catch and they don't acknowledge. So I'm just like, am I crazy? They ain't saying nothing about it, but I'm pretty sure there's a shadow behind this guy, and they just, I don't know. So I'm just like, But it's scary. But I think what's more scary is not like the investigation itself, but it's the history of the place. Like sometimes they go to very damning places, like places where they used to hold slaves, places where they used to have child prostitutes. It'd be horrible. That stuff interests me because there's a lot of bad places in the world.
No, yeah. I feel like you're really like in tune with like magic and like kind of like magical witchy vibe stuff.
I collect rocks.
I feel that. I do too. I like rocks. Rocks are good.
I have an extensive crystal collection. I have 3 tarot card decks. And yes, you are correct about that. I love all that stuff. I burn incense a lot. I burn sage a lot.
Oh my gosh, me too! Do you throw cinnamon outside of the door?
We have a cinnamon broom outside the door.
I knew it. I felt good vibes. I was like, yes, this is good energy.
Every time I move into a new place, I make sure to cleanse it. Like, yeah, to cleanse this place first, use the incense to replace the energy, and then seal off from bad spirits or bad omens by putting salt on every entranceway.
Exactly. You know what I think is so wild?
What?
The fact that like people don't do that. Like, okay.
They
You're
just
from
move in.
Glockville without telling us you're from Glockville, but also like, you know, like I guess I don't want to say it, but you know what I'm thinking, you know, like when you watch a horror movie, you know why you don't ever see like any like ethnic people in there? It's because we don't fuck with that shit, you know. We don't like when we feel a vibe, we don't deal with it, you know, like we get away from it. But people just move in and they don't care. They're like, oh, this house has a lot of history. Like, wow, that's so crazy. She jumped off the building. What? What a funny story to tell our guests. Great conversation starter. And I'm like, oh
I
my
bet
God.
though.
Yeah.
Like, I was going through a one of the botanical gardens near where I'm at, and they were telling us the history about the owner of the botanical gardens and how he used to live on the property. He had like this big old mansion and stuff, and they were like, we were just touring around looking at all his old stuff, and they were like, yeah, this window is where one of the maids fell to her death. And I'm like, yeah, I'm leaving now, bye.
Yeah. Do you feel like energies and vibes and stuff?
I do feel vibes off people, yeah.
Okay. Have you ever been to the Winchester Mansion?
I wanted to go.
Okay, so I'm normally pretty good at that stuff. And like I kind of am good at like reading auras and stuff. I went to the Winchester Mansion, and I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, I didn't see or feel anything.
Really?
Nothing. I think the lady was crazy.
Oh my gosh. Now I'm really gonna have to go, and then if I go and come back, I'll have to tell you about my experience.
No, yeah.
Because if I like feel nothing, then I'm like, dang, Roxy, you're right.
No, yeah, because everybody was like, I feel something in the basement. It was so cold down there. Well, no, duh, it's a basement.
It's a basement. It's gonna be cold.
It's a basement. It's gonna be cold. You dumb. They're like, the air feels heavy here. Because of moisture, you dumb.
Yeah, like I believe in every single paranormal whatever. I know there's some people that's like, I'll believe it when I see it. I'm just like, I'll assume it's there until proven otherwise, because I don't want to walk into mindless danger, you know?
Yeah, I agree. It's kind of like guilty until or innocent until proven guilty. Yeah, it's like that, you know?
Yeah.
Haunted until proven not haunted.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna die. No Miska Muska mess up my life. No, thank you.
Exactly. And I don't want to invalidate someone's feelings too. Like, there was a haunted museum that I went to when I went on a road trip before I caught COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And there was, it was a haunted museum because it collected historical artifacts from different paranormal investigations. So if people claim that, hey, I think this doll is haunted, they would just donate it to the museum and it would be kept there. There is a copy, it's a replica, but it's a replica of the Annabelle doll from the movie. And they have that there, which I thought was pretty cool. But they came out and said like, hey, this is a replica. There's only 11 in the world. This is not the real doll. This is just one used on the set. And then we were like, oh, all right. Yeah, but all this other stuff though, yeah, haunted as fuck. And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
So they, of course, you weren't allowed to like go through certain parts of the museum until you've sprayed your hands with holy water and stuff. Yeah, it was. It didn't. At first, we just saw spoopy little things like little dolls, paintings, random objects. But then they have like a basement that had like bigger things, like this bassinet is haunted. This car part has something attached to it. We don't even know what it is, but somebody turned it into us. Here's the story on it. But then there's like a vault, and it's like a door, an iron bar door. And they were like, you literally, the staff will not let you enter without having a blessing and holy water. But you do have the option to like pay a couple dollars, sign a little waiver, and you can stay in the dark, complete darkness. No staff member will check on you. We have a camera in there, a night vision camera. You can't use your electronics, and you have to stay in there for 10 minutes or 15 or however much you pay for. But people usually don't go over 15. And we saw a guy that was already in there, and he He said something touched him. He bolted out the whole place. He was just like, nope, I'm not doing this. Something touched me. I'm out of here.
That's so funny. They're like, this is a very dangerous thing, and we can't let anybody in, but name your price. Businesswoman, this ghost is making money. They're like, oh, I'll just tickle a little here, I'll give you a little pat on the back, what's in it for me? Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, you get to be locked up in there with it. It was a chained up doll. It was a chained up porcelain doll, and the doll itself didn't look creepy, but it was the amount of bindings on it that looked creepy. It was like a wooden crucifix and chains, and it was in a cage. So I was like, huh. But when there was a little chair that you could sit in, you were locked in the room, and me and my friend went in there. And we didn't hear or see anything, but it did feel very off.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't feel like I was safe. But I was like, well, I have my friend here, and I guess as long as nothing happens, then we're good. And then nothing happened, though. Nothing of note happened, other than just having bad vibes.
Yeah. I feel like when I was younger, I used to, be more susceptible to feeling stuff. And I used to see them, all the time. I think at one point, one of them was trying to play a joke on me, because one of my house was, heavily haunted. And my family would see the same apparition, and I was sleeping, and, they kept on making noise, and, I had a really big test the next day. So then I was, trying to sleep, and I wake up, and I look, and then nothing happens, but I just keep hearing noise. And then, I go to sleep again, and I keep on hearing noise, and I know I'm not dreaming, because my eyes are just closed. So then one time, I got really annoyed, and I was like, can you shut the fuck up? Shut up! And then I just went back to sleep. But, after a while of experiencing it, you're just like, oh my god, stop, be quiet,
That was terrible. You got annoyed at the spirit.
Yeah, shut up. I'm trying to sleep. I got a test tomorrow. Play your little Miska Muska Mickey Mouse games another day.
It's the Miska Muska for me.
Yeah, Miska Muska Mickey Mouse. Yeah.
Oh, so Foxy, what is a great challenge that you faced on your VTubing journey?
I guess the hardest... You said toughest or hardest thing on my journey?
Yeah. Whether that be a mental feeling or something that you physically had to do, or a commission you really had to think hard of, or a piece of content that you wanted to do but lacked the motivation, things like that.
I think the hardest thing for me when I first started VTubing is putting myself first, honestly. Because when I first started VTubing and as I started picking up a little bit more traction, everybody wanted to do a collab with me, and sooner or later all I was doing was just collabs. And because I was doing so many collabs, I didn't really have enough time to figure out myself and what type of content I wanted to post. So that's why my content is really sporadic right now. I did notice though, a lot of the content that I was doing by myself, where I was just just talking and sitting and chilling with everybody, did a lot better than streams where I did collabs, for me personally. And I found out that it wasn't necessarily what I was doing or what I was posting in terms of content, it's me and my personality. So anytime my personality would show through, it did a lot better. But I couldn't say no to people, and I couldn't ever ask anybody to collab because I never wanted to be accused of using somebody or climbing up the ladder or becoming friends with someone just to get on their thing or steal their audience. So I don't really ever ask for collabs or any of that. But I think now that I've done VTubing for a long time, it's okay to be a little bit selfish. It's okay to leave guidelines or what's that word called where you set
boundaries.
Yeah, you set boundaries for yourself and your viewers, and as well as the content. It's okay to set boundaries and be a little bit selfish and think about your own happiness, especially when I came onto VTubing to be myself and to find happiness.
Actually, that was really inspiring. Holy shit.
Right? I feel like a lot of people are very selfless and they get taken advantage of a little bit. So it's okay to be a little bit selfish and take care of yourself.
100% agree. Because if you don't take care of yourself, then who will?
Exactly. If you can't love yourself, how the hell is someone gonna love you? Or wait, is that how it goes? How the hell are you gonna love someone else? I don't know. I just watched a little bit of RuPaul's Drag Race.
How are you gonna love someone else when you don't have love for yourself? Is that what you're trying to? Is that how the
I think
quote
that's what it
goes?
is. I don't know. I heard it one time, but I forgot it. So there's that. Yeah.
What are some creative projects that you've worked on that really got you inspiring on doing VTubing more? So, for example, mine was like when my actual model was done, because when I got a good look at me, Matcha, I knew my whole entire branding around my model. And that's what got me inspiring. I love branding, I love colors, I love all that other stuff. So when it comes to like when I finally got the finished model, I was like, wow, this being that I wanted to create came to life. So what type of inspiring content or what type of inspiring creative thing did you make that really inspired you? I use the word inspired a lot in that.
It's okay. Aspire count. Take a shot every single time. I think for me, I wouldn't say that it was my model. I think it was more so. Let me think. I think it was honestly some of the roleplay posts that I used to do back then that really inspired me, that helped me immersify my content a little bit more. Because a lot of the times now, I don't really do it much, which I am gonna fix. I tend to like play the persona of like a cyberpunk kitsune and that dealt with like lore and things like that, but I have to remember that as a VTuber you are playing like a little bit of a character. Obviously you're still your true personality, you're still yourself, but you do have a certain brand to yourself. And I think like doing the like role play stuff, like oh Fox is calling from Dimension 3000, or like oh like working on some things, blah blah blah, I feel like that really put me in a mindset of like, okay, this is like work, this is like streaming stuff, and it made me want to work harder. I want to say, because before I used to start using AI art, which by the way, if you don't know about AI art, look it up, and you should look up the pros and the cons of it. But when I first started off, I was using AI art, and then I became like I guess like an art commissioner person after I got my model, because at that point it's like you can't use AI art anymore for your model because it's like too generic. Yeah. So I think that also helped too. So it was like seeing it all come together with like the immersion of my model and the content that I was posting all at once. Yeah.
I totally agree with that. When I first started, I did use a bit of AI art, and then and then people came out with the research about it, and I was like, oh, I don't want to do all that anymore.
Yeah, I felt some type of way about it. And you know, I feel like AI is a very good thing to take inspiration from, but you can also take inspiration from like artists as well, and you can commission artists to make it, if not the same, better, and you're helping a small business.
Yeah. Exactly, because when I first started and decided to not use AI art anymore, my model mama was like, oh yeah, I do art too, I can do that. I mean, I can, well, of course the person that illustrated my model, of course she can make illustrations of the model, like she offered it. And I use it quite a bit. Even to this day, I use it. It was like the same art that I use on my schedule. My model mama made that art for me in my little Stardew Valley outfit. Well, it's more like my gardening outfit because I use it for Minecraft too.
Yeah.
I love it so much. It's so cute. Oh my gosh.
You know what I really like about your model mama? She like does everything.
Oh, she's so talented.
I did stalking. Like, okay, so whenever no, because listen, I saw your model, I was like, oh my god, it's so lively. It's like so bouncy. It's like, you know, really nice. So I did some stalking because I was looking for my own model mother. And I was like, okay, this model mama does like everything, and I'm into that. Because I feel like one of the things that helps with like the immersion too is having like similar art style within like your streams and stuff like that. Oh, which by the way, I kind of fit the vibe of this cafe since I'm on like the left side, like with the red and the orange. Anyways, so sorry, ADHD. Okay, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, like I think it's good to have like the immersion break with like all of the art and all the model because it ties in so good together and it makes you feel like you're there with them.
It does. It really does. I'm gonna put my my Model Mama's link in the chat. Everybody, please check her out. She's so talented. I love her stuff, and she's really grown as an artist since she's done my model. Because I saw like my siblings, and I was like, I'm gonna have the cutest siblings ever. Because they all get better and better because she started trying to do different art styles and she started taking inspiration from, oh my gosh, the anime Oshinoko. So she started making a lot of art for that. And she captivated the eyes of the characters perfectly. And I was like, how the hell do you even get this talented? Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, she's fantastic. So, what are some notable works that you've done as a VTuber? So you did mention before that you noticed that your just chatting streams like do way better because your personality shines. Are there any other projects that you've worked on that you're really proud of or have even contributed in?
Okay, so as somebody who shit posts a lot.
Oh my god.
I think the thing that really like kicked off my VTubing stuff, which is really like, I don't want to say, but it has to deal with some controversial tweets. I basically just, what kind of kicked off like for me was when I posted like certain art pieces that had like the roleplay stuff, a lot of like stuff that showcased my personalities, like few immersion breaks here and there, few of my Discord DMs being leaked, as well as like exposure to like setting my boundaries. Basically the person who sent me a DM basically was saying really cringy stuff and like stuff, so there's that. I also like started branching out too by doing more like art content and stuff, but I feel like the main thing about me is since I am so sporadic and I am such a shit poster, you kind of don't know what to expect. And I think at one point in my like VTubing experience, I used to change my overlay, my schedule, and like my art theme in PNG every single month. So whoa. Yeah, I used to change everything every single month. So I would change my layout, I would change my theme, my banner every single month just to keep it fresh. And after having like a talk with my like, I guess friend, manager, advice giver person, they're like, you know, it's good to have a consistent theme. And my stubborn butt was like, no, blah, 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 blah. And they're like, just trust me. So there's that. I feel like a big thing about VTubing too is to be open to advice. Like, yeah, you're gonna be butthurt and petty in the beginning. You're gonna be like, you don't know me. But if you really take into consideration and reflect, like you can grow a lot faster that way.
I agree with every single thing.
Yeah,
especially the criticism part.
Yeah, because I used to get so booty tickled.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I used to get really ass hurt about it. I was like, no. Like, I used to hate advice. Like, somebody was like, I remember somebody sent me a whole Discord, like, or a whole, like, DM about, like, oh, like, your music's kind of scuffy and blah, 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 like, you're gonna be better. And I was really hurt because I spent a lot of time on it. And, like, as an ex-K-pop trainee, I was kind of like, oh, I knew I couldn't do it because I got kicked out of the company once and now I'm getting shunned again. But then, you know what? I realized they're not the problem. Well, they are, but it's also me. Like, don't get me wrong, they were a problem too, you know? Like, you shouldn't have said that to me, especially because you weren't my friend, but like, also like, damn, I do be sounding like a dying chicken. I do be sounding like Toad whenever I hit the high notes, you know? Like,
oh my god.
So, you know, it's really not the vibes.
You are your worst critic though, so you have to kind of be careful about that.
Exactly. But you know, I truly took the time to like compare my works to like what my ideals and goals were, which was professional music entertainers. And you know, I just feel like what I was going to post is not what I want to post anymore until I get to that level. So you know, I've been singing a little bit karaoke on Smule or whatever, you know, trying to hit the notes, just sing on the Wii, whatever.
I think the first immersion break post I saw you post on Twitter
Or was it my
the
butt? Wait, which one did you see? Wait.
What the fuck, Foxy?
Wait, which one was? Wait, listen. I post a lot of stuff on my Twitter. Which one was? Was that awesome?
I've never seen your butt.
Okay, well, I don't listen. I don't.
Well, now I'm going on your Twitter. I need to.
Listen, I don't show the moon. I don't show the hot buns. But oh, it was probably my hair. Was it my hair?
That was a sooner one. You posted that very recently. The new hairstyle, the pink.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say, you were doing pole exercises. This is the same video that you posted on your TikTok. Oh man, I follow you everywhere, but
Ew, yeah. I think it was just my feet.
it was you were on the pole, what looked like to be your new place, maybe? Because there was nothing in the living room, and you were just. It looked like you were just doing exercises or something. Because I saw it and I was like, man, I wish I had the stamina to do that.
Yeah.
But that was like a while ago. I saw that one. I saw when you were helping your mom out and you were on a counter.
Oh yeah, my depresso espresso post.
And I just was going through my Twitter and I was like, now what the fuck is she doing now? Why is she on a counter?
You see what I mean? I'm telling you, my posts are so sporadic and people never know what they expect. Like when people say like, I'm a variety streamer, I'm like, are you really? I'm a variety streamer too. No shade or no tea or anything, but I just feel like my stuff is like so out of pocket that like, I don't know like what I'm posting. That's why when you're like, you saw my immersion break, I was like, wait, was it my butt one? Was it my feet? Was it me on the counter? Was it my hair? Because there's just too much, you know,
So,
and I gotta like narrow it down.
You're telling me that you posted feats on Twitter for free? You can charge for that. What are you doing?
Oh my god, Matcha, you didn't know I only have 4 toes on 1 foot. It was in my picture of me on the counter.
Wait, you for real? I don't know this. Wait, I gotta pull it back up now. What? You have really?
Sure.
I thought you were just. I saw the actual post. I knew you said something about feet. I don't remember it very well, but I don't know. I thought you were just impersonating a croissant.
No. Honestly, it was a little bit of a gimmick, a little bit. I don't only have 4 toes on 1 foot, but it did look like that in the photo because I think I was hiding my big toe.
Thank you for the head pats, Ronan.
Oh, thank you for the head pat, Da Vinci.
Thank you. I gotta hydrate.
Oh, whoa, your hand. That's nice.
I can send you the link to it.
Yes, please, because honestly, my ass is be built like me. Ghostly as fuck.
I can't with you.
I look like a ghost.
You can change the color though. You can change the skin tone of it.
Mine?
Of the one that I have.
Oh, your hand acid.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a couple of different ones. Like I have the head pat one. I have the cheeky rub one. I have the poke one. It comes in a whole set. It's pretty cool.
You know, I think I have that whole entire asset, but I don't have it like
set up.
Yeah, change the colors. Let me see. Is it this? Is it this one? Hold on. Let me see.
Are you looking through your computer files?
You know, it's not hooked up to my Stream Deck. I gotta hook it up to. You know, it's okay. It's not even worth it. It's not even worth it.
You lost motivation to do that so fast.
I really did. I feel like that's what happens on a lot of my streams too. I'm like, all right, everybody, it's time for me to do tarot readings, and then I'm like, I don't feel like doing it anymore. 2 seconds later, I'm like, I'm just gonna sing now.
Oh my gosh, Alchemist. Oh my gosh. So we're gonna move on to the next segment of our podcast. So this segment portion is going to be talking about more economy and finance. I'm not talking about impulse purchases. What's the sigh of relief, Foxy? Huh? What you been spending your money on?
Are we talking about what we're spending money on, or like, what is specific are we talking about? Because if we're talking about monies, I don't got the facilities for that, big woman.
Well, it's more so what outside environment events could do to affect your money resources. For example, how has the economy in your country affected your money problems, and how does that affect your VTubing journey?
Oh my god, okay, I just want to say this. For everybody who hasn't filed their taxes, tax write off everything as a business expense. Everything.
You're right.
Even your VTuber model, your computer, and if this is your main source of income, you can literally say, oh, I had to buy this game for sponsorship purposes, for media marketing. Write it down. It's so easy. Also, another thing too, I feel like nowadays inflation is so wild, and I feel like I just want to say, bless the artists' hearts, for knowing their value. But darn, they know their value. I feel like artists, some of them don't charge enough, and some of them, deserve more credit than they get. And a lot of the times nowadays, we all kind of get the price range of, VTuber models. It's, what, 500 to, 7,000? Around there?
Minimum.
Yeah, minimum. And I feel like if you want to take something like this seriously, definitely invest in it. But if you don't know yet, PNG. Be a PNG tuber.
I agree.
Sure, be a TNG tuber. Yeah. But in terms of economy, everything is so high right now where I'm at. So I live in the stinky state, and basically everything is pretty expensive here. Rent for a 1-bedroom apartment is 2,500 to 3,000 or 4,000, depending on the city.
What?
Yes. Yeah.
What? I thought it was so high over
expensive.
Here. Ours base is 1,000.
Oh no.
Just base for a 1-bedroom.
Do you know how much I paid for a McDonald's meal the other day? I paid $14 for a McDonald's meal.
$14?
$14 for a McDonald's meal. And to fill up my gas tank, it's $80.
80?
I drive a Camry, a Toyota Camry.
Your car is small. What? $80?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I promise you, I used the right tank too. I know they're probably you probably put in the wrong gas. No, I put in the right gas. I know.
Diesel?
No, I put in the regular.
Regular?
Yeah, regular.
Wait a minute. Camrys aren't that big. They're fast, but they're not that big. Their mileage isn't even that bad.
Yeah, but inflation.
Holy crap.
A pack of protein powder now is $80.
For protein powder?
Yeah, So now I gotta buy the off-brand. Before, you know how bad it is? This is how you know it's bad, okay? You know it's bad when instead of buying Cheerios, you buy the off-brand, wheat oats. And, it's the K brand. Or, instead of buying, what's it called, Lucky Charms, you buy Marshmallow Bites. That's how you know it's bad. It's so expensive here. The other day, I was I'm feeling so bougie, I'm gonna buy fabric softener. That's how you know.
Oh my god.
Feeling a little bit quirky. Might buy Frosted Flakes.
Oh no, not the Great Value brand things.
Yeah, the the K brand or whatever.
Oh
Or,
my
like,
god.
you know what? Instead of buying like the Neutrogena face wipes, you buy the Kirkland brand. Oh. Yeah. Everything is so expensive here now. Everything. The cost of living to like the food. So at this point now, and schooling is very expensive as well. So yeah, I feel like the only way for you to succeed where I'm at is to one, get married, get pregnant, or like I don't know, be broken. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you're not wrong. If anybody has any rich sugar baby applications, I am open.
Yeah, I want a sugar mommy.
That's better.
I would love to have a sugar mommy, like a best friend relationship.
Exactly. Yeah, I get that. Someone put like someone needs to send me a link to something like that. Like it.
Oh my god. Okay, so I know you're on TikTok a lot. There's this TikTok live where they're like 35 in Orlando. 35 in Orlando. Is anybody interested? 35 in Orlando. And she does e-dating for sugar mommies and sugar babies.
I've seen that. I didn't know what they were doing.
Businesswoman. Capitalize off of someone's struggles.
Oh my gosh.
Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. So, Foxy, how do you handle time management and creative blocks?
That's a very good question. Okay, so time management. Believe it or not, I actually have my schedule planned out like months in advance because I have an idea. Oh, I disappeared.
You disappeared.
Oh, where did I go?
I don't know.
Uh-oh. Oh, you know what this is? This is that VTuber, VTube Studio, like system update thing.
Oh, that they said that they were gonna do?
That they said that they were gonna do, but I didn't know about because like they just barely let us know.
Oh yeah, they did mention that.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm a pinch for a little bit.
I think I could summon your PNG. Hold on. So I gotta like grab it. Browser.
Oh my gosh, they changed the time from 3 to 4. You're broken. That's broken.
I found your PNG!
What?
See? I'm glad you saved it! Oh, wow, you changed it. Holy crap, this is pretty!
Right! I look like a Genshin, like, side character.
Oh my gosh, Fox, this is really pretty. I was not expecting that!
I know, I'm just a little lady. I could be a lady sometimes.
Holy, this art is, who made the art?
I would have to find it and let you know. I don't remember.
Oh my gosh. Note to self, to everybody that, to anybody that joins the show, I need to have their PNG on deck.
Just in case.
I had your PNG on deck because I just wanted to play more games with you.
Yeah. This is very on brand for me, though, this scuff. I just want to say that. I'm telling you, it's a curse every single time. I said it earlier every time. But now it's becoming a canon event.
But it's okay because we had a plan B, though, so it works.
Yeah, exactly.
And we got to show off your really cute PNG. I'm into this. This is so cute.
Right? It's so Genshin.
I don't know how long the
gacha games.
I love gacha games.
I know. Did you get
Kafka?
Honkai Mommy? Yeah, Kafka.
No.
Me neither. I don't think I'm gonna get her because I just barely started playing the game.
I didn't lose my I didn't make it to my 50-50 though, so I still have time.
Okay. It's okay. I'll watch the playthrough through your eyes.
But I actually like took a week hiatus. That's not even a hiatus. That's a vacation. I took like a week vacation from it because I was playing that game like every day. It was getting unhealthy. I had to take a break.
I feel that. Can you flip my PNG real quick? I feel like I'm giving you the cold shoulder.
Yeah.
I'm like had my back. I feel rude.
How do I flip this properly?
You click one and then just swipe it. to
Oh.
the other side that you're trying to flip it. Yeah.
What? Oh, I made you disappear. Yeah, you're back.
Yeah.
And did we
There,
agree
now-
that you were taller than me? Or are you the same height as I am?
My VTuber model's 5'6", but you're taller than me IRL, so probably shorter.
Oh yeah, maybe that's too short. There we go.
That's fine. That's
Gotta take your ears into consideration.
Oh yeah, my ears. You know, I gave myself ears to add a little bit of height.
That's cheating!
Yeah, I don't care. I don't cheat. It is what it is.
So Voxy, how do you motivate yourself to stay consistent with your brand and your content?
Ooh, money. I'm kidding. I'm joking. So, the thing that motivates me the most is bettering my content. I think the most important thing about yourself and like all VTubers and stuff is figuring out like what you need help on and seeing like the problem. I hold really high standards for myself. So, despite all the stuff that seems very sporadic, it's very organized, sporadic stuff. And what I try to do is always try to one-up my content to try to make it better and bigger every time. That's why normally whenever I do like VTuber art or commissions or stuff like that, it's always like a new concept and or something better and improved. So there's always like that as well. I also look for new hobbies whenever I fall into a slump, and I have a bunch of hobbies. That means I have a lot of slumps. But anyways, when I'm going through like depresso, espresso, I find new hobbies to try to distract myself, and I feel like that's why I have a bunch of different skills. And by having all those skills, I can incorporate that into VTubing. So like recently, I just got into like badly singing, and I've been working on my singing and music production. So I'm gonna work on something like that. And then I also started rigging and animating and drawing a little bit more seriously. I recently got commissioned for panel emotes. It was great.
Wow, congratulations!
Yeah, we're growing as like a person and content creator. And now I have more room for Scuffy.
Oh my gosh, I'm sure you're very excited about that.
I am. I really am. Like, I'm excited for like what else is gonna come. I think I spent a lot of time dissecting myself and like really figuring out like what I don't like about myself. And now I have time to improve. And you know what? I wouldn't have been able to do this if it wasn't for haters, because they will keep you humble and they are honest as heck.
That is very true. I haven't had any like for realsy haters. I've had like trolls on TikTok, but that's about it.
TikTok is ruthless. I love and I hate TikTok.
Yeah. Especially since it's like very TikTok is a little confusing. A tad bit, because I know the whole brand of TikTok is to like build a community and stuff. But there are like some videos I had that like really popped off, but I'm like, these aren't really community members per se. They're just people that just like that video at that moment.
Yeah. You know, I feel like I cracked like the algorithm to TikTok a little bit just because I've been on TikTok for so long. I haven't really applied it to my VTubing, but when I owned a business, I knew the cheat code. So, here's the trick. Post something slightly controversial and start drama with a ghost, and then that's how you do it.
You're not wrong.
You like, for an example, here's the title, right? You do like a quote and you use the Siri voice or like the ghost keeper voice, however thirsty you want the people in the comments to be, and it'll be like, VTubers are so lame. And then you do a next slide and you're like showing all the VTuber highlights, proving them wrong. It's like they love like a little bit of drama, a little bit of TLC, a little bit of Big Ed type beat. But also you could also just like post good content, you know? Not be gimmicky.
I love how that second, like, oh yeah, post controversial stuff. Yeah, you might want to post good stuff too.
Yeah, you want to post good stuff too. But dude, kids on TikTok are ruthless because, okay, let's just talk about like the difference in bullying. Back in my day, when I got bullied, it was like racially motivated stuff, like ching chong and like, you know, like, oh, you look weird or your food smells nasty. But like, you know, just like stupid stuff, like dumb like stuff. But like nowadays, in like recent times, they're younger, but they're also a lot more educated and less like, what's the word? Ignorant. So they make fun of you in an educated way, and it sucks even more. Like, I feel like back then they used to be like, oh my god, like you are so like ugly, like your hair is weird or something. And then nowadays they're like, I don't know, they're like, I want you to really reflect on your behavior and feel as though you are stable mentally. Like, it's like, oh my god, like, ouch. Like, you're coming from a caring point of view while calling me crazy. Oh my god. They're like, I genuinely want to know if you're okay. I'm like, oh, oh, that hurts.
Oh my god, I haven't had that.
Or they're like, you're such a pick-me. And I'm like, huh?
Oh.
What does that even mean? Yeah.
Oh no.
Or like, they're like, you did not eat. I'm like, oh.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, people are wild on the internet. I love it though. It's so fun. It really mentally strengthens my brain.
I love how you mentioned like how people say that like Oriental food is stinky, but I love Oriental food. I cook it all the time. I love gimbap.
Oh my god.
I love bibimbap. I love
god,
kimchi.
Yes.
I love kimchi. Oh my god.
Yes, the stinkier it is, the better. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I totally agree. I love all that stuff. I haven't had a Korean or Eastern Asian food that I dislike actually so far. I guess like there is like a sweet seaweed. But I'm not that into sweets though. So I guess that could be it. I like the spicier stuff.
Yeah, you like more type beats.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know how I understood that, but I did.
Yeah.
But I fell in love with kimchi the first time I tried it a few years back. I was just like, where has this been all my life? I've been eating pickles when kimchi exists.
Oh yeah. Okay, so the other day I was eating a burger. Off topic, sorry. The other day I was eating a burger and my friend next to me, they're like, oh my god, like, why they put so many pickles? Like, I'm eating a burger and all I taste is pickles. I'm like, maybe you gotta suffer through the pickles to taste the quality of the meat. It's supposed to be a palate refresher. They're like, no, all I taste is pickles. I'm like, I really like pickles. He's like, yeah, but you like it separately, not like on a burger. I'm like, I guess. I'm like, but you know what? After you eat the sour-ass pickles, the onions taste really sweet. So it's like harmonizing. You gotta suffer through the pain before you get rewarded with the sweetness.
It's a journey.
It is. It really is.
Was that a description for the burger or for your V2E journey specifically?
Oh, the burger.
That sounds like advice you would give on your V2E journey.
It does. It really does.
Because when you kind of think about it, when you first start VTubing or content creation in general, you start with nothing. You start from zero everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
So you have to suffer through, like, if you're posting YouTube videos, you're gonna have low views. If you're posting TikToks, you're gonna have low views. You're gonna be stuck at 200 or something like that. And then when you're streaming especially, you're just kind of talking to the void for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the sourness of the pickles right there.
Yeah.
And then you have one good clip that gets popular. You have the one collab that, like, brings you out of the rut. And then you're like, oh, okay, I got this now.
Yeah.
That's a good way to think about that.
Dang, I'm kind of deep and I didn't even know I was deep. I mean, you know when, like, you BS like a college project or whatever and, like, you're like, yeah, that's totally what I meant. Like, me right now. You're like the teacher that, like, gave me the idea. And I'm like, yeah, exactly, that's it.
Oh my god. Just like, oh, yeah, that was a whole idea to begin with.
Totally what I meant.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. Exactly. Yeah. Totally my train of thought. That's me going through art school.
Oh, literally me too. And she's like, I painted a picture. It was like all blue because I didn't have enough like other colors. She's like, there's a lot of blue in this painting, and I feel like it just conveys a gloomy tone. I really feel the emotion in this piece. I'm like, yeah, right.
Totally not because I ran out.
No, because not, yeah. And she was like, I was like, I added, because I liked, sometimes I egg people on a little bit. I'm like, and I like the contrasting theme of like a smile with a blue undertone. It's like we're hiding our true feelings, really revealing just like bullshitting, Love it.
I mean, whatever gets you through it.
Oh yeah, I got through that class. Flying colors.
So for the next section of our podcast, we're going to be talking more into the science and technology when it comes to content creation. If you were to start VTubing, like not instead of 2023, what if you started VTubing in 2013? Because there are technological limitations from back then, even though it's the 21st century. How would you start? Would you start like as a faceless streamer? Would you start as a PNG? Or would you start, because I think PNGs were still a thing, or would you start as something different?
I feel like I would start off. Well, for me, I'm the type of person where I always try to, like, if I invest in something or try hard to do something, I want to get something that's like the top of the line. Like, same with like the iPhone, I'll always get like the best of the best. So I feel like what I would do is I would invest a lot of money into a 3D model and always like stream on that. And eventually, like, I would like do like immersion reveals kind of in a way with certain milestones, and my VTubing model would kind of be like low-key like a fallback for me, because I feel like in the future when it's more advanced and it's more accessible, I think everybody would want to do like 3D at one point. And there's a lot of like 3D like artists that make it look like 2D. It's really cool.
I've seen those, yeah.
Yeah, it looks insane. I'm like, wow. And I feel like there's so much like movement and like range that like you're able to do so much more.
The 3D models do captivate expressions a lot better now than they did back then.
Yes.
And it takes like less effort, I could say, because they're 3D. Like with 2D, you have to like rig with a whole bunch of layers just to convey so many emotions. Like I don't even know how many like rigs my eyebrows have right now, but you don't need that many if I had like a 3D model.
Exactly. It's really, really good tracking. And like the physics is really good. And also I feel like with 3D models, because when I first started VTubing, I was like, why am I gonna get a 2D model when I could just get a 3D model? It like looks almost just as good, and like, but then I realized, the tracking is expensive.
Oh yeah, with like the hand tracking and
the feet and the body.
And the everything. And because you don't spend a lot on the model itself, but you spend a lot on your equipment.
Yeah.
Because what is it? The HTC Vive? Nope, that's the gaming system. Wait, that's a different track. Yeah. No, wait, is it the HTC Vive?
I think so, yeah.
I think you can use that. Because I have the Oculus Quest, but that doesn't do like the type of tracking we're thinking about. That's like Beat Saber. But there is a program coming out. Gosh. I gotta think about it. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but it's a new program that an indie developer is trying to come up with to where it rigs all of your movement just with your camera. And so far, like I've been watching the progress and it looks really good. Like it tracks all your hand movements and your facial expressions, and you can do different environments with it. It's really good.
I seen that where like they move the fingers and the fingers move.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, I just want to say, I'm just a hater because I'm jealous. But like VTubers who have finger tracking, like why do you need your fingers to be tracked? It's a little sussy, but also like I feel it, why not? I'm such a hater because I'm so jealous. I really wish.
I think that's one of the things that we kind of struggle with, like, because even though I may or may not show it, but when I see somebody that's extremely successful, it is a little discouraging. I'm happy for the person, of course, but it is a little discouraging at the same time. Like I know that's been going around with the Opera GX model that just got debuted. Like she debuted with like 70K viewers on her stream.
Yeah, that was the most Twitch viewers that anybody's ever seen, yeah.
Yeah, and it was just insane. But Opera GX itself has been around for quite a bit, and their browsing system is actually really efficient. That's how it got really popular, because it's just a really good product. And then they were like, you know what, fuck it, let's have a VTuber. And instead of having our own person, let's have somebody debut for the personality, and let's go from there.
Yeah, I'm on a really, really neutral stance in like terms of like Opera GX. I don't really like I use it, you know. I feel like a lot of people in the Twitter community now are kind of like bashing like Aura GX because she got so much promotion, but the whole point of her is to promote the browser, kind of like how Samsung made that one girl like the face of it or whatever, or like the fake VTuber model, or like how like Verizon made that, or like, you know, it's kind of like McDonald's having a mascot. So it's essentially the same thing, and they decided to take advantage of the fact that VTubers are now booming in the industry, and it makes perfect sense because she's technically like what, a virtual like streamer for Opera GX. And I feel like this is even better for us because now we get more exposure, it's less shamed upon, and realistically the only people who use Opera are people who stream, whether it's IRL streamers or whatever, because I've seen like streamer awards, they still get Iron Mouse Shoto and like all these other streamers confused. They didn't even try to like label their names correctly because I saw the nominees. And
I saw that.
It's disrespectful because you don't care. But I feel like now that Aura is like the face of this, it brings more like, what's it called? It brings more eyes to VTubing as a whole, and it'll be less shamed upon. Because like whenever you tell people like, oh, like I'm an anime girl online, they're like, oh, ooh woo, like that's cute, so cringe. But like they don't understand like the true like thing behind it. We're still streamers, just without our face showing. But our content is still like just as good, if not better, or the same, because we don't have limitations that people have. Like if we want to fly in space and make a whole anime, we can do that.
That's true. We can. I think you have more creative freedom with VTubing rather with face cam streaming. Of course, there's some people that do both, and that's fine. But like, there's so much thought into having a VTuber, and I know that some people think like, oh, you're gonna get growth just because you're a VTuber, so it's not well deserved. But do people really know like the effort that we flip and put into our models?
Oh yeah, it's a lot of effort. And like I feel like that's why I really like the whole Aura GX. Like it's their job to promote her. Yeah, like it does suck, you know, to see like people grow that quickly or do it faster than you, or like if they start off the same time and like they grow like double the amount. But I feel like at that point it's not about like what you're like what they are doing, it's more about what you are doing and how you can refine that craft. Because for me, I had my growth situation a little bit awkward. So when I first started off VTubing, I was booming, and then I hit 3,000. And then after that, I hit a little bit of a plateau, which is where I'm at right now. So I have to analyze and think, like, where did it start falling off? And then you start seeing and comparing, like, your old self to your current, and from that, you can grow and move on. But I always think to myself, like, what am I doing wrong? And I almost never put the blame on someone else. And if they do grow faster than me, I use them as inspiration to better myself. Like Aura GX, why did she grow so fast? Like, yes, she got promotion, but like, why don't I have good promotion? Why don't I do that for myself? Why don't I, like, you know, like, do that? Or like, why don't I work hard enough to where I could be, you know, her friend, or like something like that? Or why don't I develop something new and innovative that people are using and get fame off of that? So it's just like reevaluating yourself.
Exactly. Sometimes you just gotta take a different path with like your creation or your content and stuff. And I don't think too many face cam streamers, I don't think they think that way per se. Because like face cam streaming has been around for like for so long. And one thing I have noticed with a lot of face cam streamers or no cam streamers is that they don't have a theme or a brand. So when you're looking at, so say you're scrolling around on Twitter, TikTok, whatever, you just see like kind of a person. But if you go and see a VTuber, you can take one look and you already know if you relate to that VTuber or not. Like, Oh, I like Fox Funks because I love cyber stuff. I love like foxes. I love you already have something in common, you know? But if you like see like a face streamer, you're just like, "Oh, it's some chick."
Yeah. I feel like also a lot of like face streamers can't truly be themselves, which is sad. Okay, I feel like I keep saying, like, just because you have freedom of speech doesn't mean freedom of consequence, but I feel like VTubers are not afraid to hide whether they're an asshole or not, because they're not showing their face, so you get to see their true like characteristics, and whether they're a sweetheart or not, or whether they are like whatever, you know, they get to be their authentic self or their best version of themselves because they aren't showing their face. I also feel like a lot of okay, how do I describe this? In the VTubing industry, it's dominated by women, which is fucking awesome. But, you know, I feel like in like IRL streaming, it's very male dominated.
Yeah, it is.
So to have that reversal, it's like you win some and you lose some. But we can also say it like this: if you are a female streamer, it's almost rare to see a female streamer, or at least a successful one. So if you are, it's even better because you get more attention. Like, you don't see many male VTubers, so when you do run into them, heck yeah, that's awesome. You know? It like builds the fan base more because you're more of a rarity.
That's true. And I know that there was like a trending hashtag for, I don't know what happened. Somebody was hating on just male VTubers in general, and that kind of blew up or something like that. I think I was in the middle of being sick when that kind of blew up, so I don't know exactly what happened. But it did bring a lot of attention to male VTubers as a whole, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Because there aren't that many. I think what the initial post was saying that some of them were cringe and everything, which is a little ironic because the person that said it was also a VTuber, and I think we're all kind of cringe as a whole. But
yeah, the community is cringe as a whole. Yeah.
But it's like I kind of said before, like, even bad promotion is promotion. Because I know that a lot of people with Aura GX, a lot of people are saying like, I'm not gonna use Opera anymore because they're using a V2. I don't know the logic in that, but
so stinky. Okay, then don't eat McDonald's because Ronald McDonald's is literally an icon. But okay.
Exactly. But I was also like, I think I like clocked out from my day job and I saw the Aura GX thing and I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. Then I like kind of moved on with my life. I didn't realize it caught so much controversy until I went back on Twitter.
Yeah, they're like, oh, controversial theater. I'm like, I've never even seen it. It's like that one like meme where it's like no one, and then like someone, and it's just like, I can't believe it. It's like, I can't believe like the comments are so sad, but literally no one in the comments said anything. Like, they're just making up stuff, you know, just to start stuff.
Just for clout.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like the Twitter algorithm, I've broken it down to a T. It's booba, tummy, male VTubers suck, parasocial relationships, and then like
friends.
Friend threads.
Friend threads and bait tweets.
Yes. Oh, and Smasher past tier lists.
Smasher past tier. Oh, I remember when I made that one time.
No, me too. I made several of them.
And then you like put yourself on it, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna rank her the highest out of just bias. But my friend Maki, she didn't know you as well, and she's like, no, don't be biased. I'm like,
yeah, she was like, I don't like the fan service. I'm like, honestly, I feel that.
She never liked the fan servicey things. Fan servicey things makes her uncomfortable.
Honestly, that's a vibe.
But then I was like, but it's Foxy, and she was like, you can't be biased with things like this, Matcha. And I was like, I don't.
No, because that happened one time. One time I did a stream where it was like, rate your aura-auras, and then he was like, it's rate your aura-aura, not rate how much you can seduce Fox with all your other talking. I was like, you're right. Okay, yeah, you're right. I'm just biased because they sound nice. They're like, rate the aura-aura. I'm like, okay, the aura-aura was mid. I'm sorry.
I was lurking that stream. You were very biased towards your wifey.
I love my wife.
But her aura was really good though.
It was really, really good. It was really, really good. There was just a few things that I didn't really like about it, you know, but I still really like it. She gave me roleplay, which me.
I wasn't
Yeah, how dare
expecting that.
she?
Because she's usually so wholesome in our
She's-
collabs.
But you know what? If like you're really wholesome in person, but in private, you know, it's kind of nice. I love that like split personality, or like the anime. Okay, what's your favorite anime trope? Do you like the anime trope where like the guy is like really mean to the girl, like to everybody else, but like only nice to the girl?
Yes.
Oh, I love that. Doberman boyfriend. I love that.
Yes. I even like it when like he's mean to her at the beginning, but then grows to like her.
Falls in love with her.
I'm into that.
Yes. There's this one show on Netflix where basically she has to marry into this family guy, and in the beginning he doesn't like her because he thought she was gonna be like a snobby like lady like all the other ex-wives he has. But she's like really nice and they're really sweet.
You're talking about your marriage.
Yes.
Die.
Yes, it's so good.
I'm watching that show right now.
Oh, it's so good.
It's so good.
Have you seen that one show where it's like a black wolf prince and like something like that, and the girl or some, I don't know what it's called, but it's like basically where like this guy with blonde hair, there's this girl with brown hair. She like lies to her friend and tells her like, oh, I have a boyfriend, this is my boyfriend. She finds out that that guy is going to the same school with her, and she's like, hey, can you please pretend to be my boyfriend? And he's like, yeah, if you're like my dog, like you do stuff for me.
I've seen that show.
Dating. Yes, it's so good.
I've seen that show. But your marriage, that show is, oh my god, on a different level.
It's so good.
Nicely written, and it's nicely animated.
And you know what? I like that he's like not a meanie pants for no reason. I like it when like he's nice and then like, you know, like he's mean for a reason. Like he's not like, you know, and he's not like angsty drama. He's like actually, you know, anyways, I'm just fangirling.
He's just he's a normal dude. He has a normal dude with a sane personality.
Yeah, he's like, I'm so sorry if I want somebody to actually like me for me, you know,
right?
And not my money. But I'm just biased because he has white hair.
As a fan of Inuyasha ever since Inuyasha came out, I am also very biased to white hair.
Okay, wait, Inuyasha or Shashimaru?
Both. I like Inuyasha's personality though.
Oh,
I like how stubborn he is.
Yes.
I have an Inuyasha tattoo, IRL.
Oh.
Yep.
Jelly.
Is that level?
Do you like Gojo?
I do like Gojo.
Really? I feel like he's gonna cheat on me.
What?
Wait, hold on. I'm just a little bit delulu parasocial with anime characters, okay? Listen.
No, because I had to look back in my memories to like, I was like, was Fox on that show? No!
I think he's a cheater. Like, I feel like if I was married to him, he would cheat on me. And I would hate that. But you know who I do like with white hair with almost the same aesthetic? Kakashi.
Zero from Vampire Knight. Oh!
Yes.
Yes! That too. Kakashi doesn't know how to age.
Kakashi is a man that's like wine, and like, you know, he treats his woman good.
Exactly. I mean, hopefully, I mean, he does read a lot of very sussy books.
Mm-hmm.
So he definitely knows what he's doing.
Oh yeah, and he's an educated man. Ooh, yes.
And if he doesn't know it, he'll just copy it. Easy.
Yeah, exactly. I know that. I saw the fanfic about that. Actually, it's quite great.
What's the topic of agenda right now? Oh, it's science and technology.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god. Science and technology has somehow turned into us talking about white-haired anime characters.
Yeah, it's my fault. I was talking about aura and like animes and stuff.
We're gonna watch this VOD back, and then we're gonna see like where the tangents start and then where they go, and it just, we need to create a flowchart of our conversations and just see how many branches it has.
No, yeah, I agree. Okay, we should go back on. If we want to go back on topic, we can.
But speaking of science and technology, what is one of the main struggles when it comes to your usage of technology? For one example, mine was figuring out it was like when I first started, I had no idea what type of specs I needed to be a VTuber. So I had to really research into PCs and stuff. Although I had a little bit of a head start because I already knew how to build PCs before VTubing was a thing. So what was your main struggle with finding out what type of equipment you needed versus what you wanted?
Good. Okay, I'm gonna make the answer really short and concise. I owned a Mac, so everything.
Oh.
Yeah. I was like, why can't I just like airdrop to my computer?
Oh.
And then it was like, does this have Bluetooth? And like, it was so tough because I was like, wait a minute, why does the monitor sound like low volume? How can I make it louder? I didn't know I had to buy speakers. I didn't know I had to get like a DAW. I didn't know that I needed like an amplifier or like, you know, and like the motherboard or whatever that is. I'm like, can I just like buy whatever the top of the line is and just like do that? And they're like, yeah, but it's cheaper to buy your PC, and like if anything is wrong, you can do different parts. I was like, what? It was just a whole new like monster to me. But now I have a really good PC setup, which is good. But if you were to ask me like what's wrong, I'd be like, I don't know. Like I think barely like the other day I found out that there's like a power supply switch on the back of your PC. I thought they were talking about my extension cord outlet. I didn't know there was like a switch on the back of your PC.
Yeah, there's a switch on the back for specifically the power supply, different than your power button for your tower.
I didn't know that.
Because if you like relocate your PC, you would shut it down, but you also have to make sure you shut off the power supply, and then you have to leave your PC for like 30 seconds so that the electrical cords can all like calm down, and then you physically move your tower so that you prevent from short-circuiting anything. Also, if you do work on anything inside your PC, you either need some type of electrical resistant gloves on, or you need to ground yourself before touching anything, or you'll fry a circuit. Do you have applications open for an IT representative? I'll fill one out.
No, but you could be, you know, I've owned this, you know, okay, so I have a confession to make. Mm-hmm. I remember I said I wanted to be famous, and that was the reason why I wanted to be a VTuber.
Yeah.
The same month that I discovered VTubing was the same month I started VTubing.
Oh, dang, you made your decision really quick.
I was like, I want to do this. This is what I want to do with the rest of my life. I want to do this for the rest of my life. And then I jumped in onto this. And then, yeah. So that's why I don't know anything about PCs, and I still don't. Sometimes I black screen, and I'm like, why is this happening to me? And I realize I needed to update my drivers. I didn't even know what that was even. Yeah.
Oh, dang. Boxing?
Yeah.
But you are not the only one in that boat, though. There's a lot of people that I know that reach out to me for IT advice because they don't know how to use their PCs either. They just want to be, you know, as some people would say, a professional anime girl. That's all their intentions are.
Famous. I wanted to be famous. At least I was honest, okay? Listen, at least, okay, because people are like, I want to have a and I'm just like, no, I wanted to be famous. So,
oh my gosh.
Now my heart is in the right place now.
That's good. I mean, but there's nothing wrong with wanting to be famous. I mean, it's a dream. Everybody's willing to dream. If anybody looks down on your dream to wanting to be famous, then they're, I mean, shit. I mean, the 90% of the people in this country do what they do because they want to be famous. There's nothing wrong with that.
That is true. That's true. Mine stems from child neglect, but anyways. Yeah.
Like, my dream is to be happy, but in order for me to be happy, I need a lot of wealth because we live in the land of the Glocks. So,
land of the Glocks.
You need, as much as people hate to admit it, you need money to be happy.
You need money to make money.
Exactly. You need money to make money. You need money to be happy. I love doing this, but I don't want to do it for free because free doesn't put food on the table.
Yeah.
So don't ever let anybody downplay your dreams, Foxy.
Yeah, never. I fight him. I tell him, be like, talk to my tech manager. She'll put you in your place.
Exactly.
Yeah. Write a tweet. My experience with get some clout with blah 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 blah.
I gotta wait till one of your videos hits 1 mil, then I'm like, my experience with Foxy went like this, guys.
Yeah, and then put like the angry emoji and be like, and then put like a crying like thumbnail for the Google Docs.
But I gotta make sure I gotta really think about my thumbnail and make sure I edit it properly, you know?
Yeah. Oh, you know what you should do? You should do a yandere simulator cancellation post. That will blow up.
Ah! And then I need to hire like a really good clipper to take everything we've said out of context of this stream.
Yeah. And then at the end, we're gonna be like, hi, I'm Matcha. Hi, I'm Foxy, and this is how we made the internet go crazy. and we got viral, and here's how you could do it too. Bam! Profit off of that, businesswoman. Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss.
Write that down. Write that down.
Write that down. Nobody take it in the comments. Nobody steal that. I will sue you.
Get here from my lawyer, and then we get in touch with some lawyer VTuber.
Yeah, lawyer VTuber.
There's pretty much a VTuber for anything. I'm pretty sure if we look up lawyer VTuber on Twitter, someone's gonna pop up.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So now we're gonna move into history and cultural influences when it comes to VTubing. So, more specifically, how do you believe, well, I mean, it's obvious from looking at you, but I'm gonna ask anyway, because it's on a segment list. How would you believe that your branding and or your model has contributed to cultural influences, like from your background?
Oh, okay. So I'm not Japanese, but I really, really enjoy Japanese culture. I think it's really beautiful, and I feel like the population is getting really small. So I think it's important to have that exposure. But also, it stems from a lot of like personal stuff. I feel like I vibe a lot with the Kitsune back when I made it. But I feel like with me being like someone of Asian culture, it's pretty significant like the way I do things. I feel though, because I feel like right now, since I do hold high standards, that's something like I kind of grew up doing, and I kind of like grew up in a more traditional household where it's like more black or white or whatever. So I feel like by having like this exposure of Asian culture, people are more aware or like have more like knowledge on certain things. Like I feel like a lot of people didn't even know what a kitsune was up until like recently. So it's like really cool to like introduce new cultures to people. That's why like whenever I see like an Egyptian VTuber, I'm like, yes, Egyptian VTubers.
Oh my gosh, Egyptian VTubers are so cool.
Egyptian VTubers are so hot.
That too.
Yeah.
I have 100% no idea what ethnicity Matcha would be, but although technically lore-wise, Matcha would not have an ethnicity because she was born of a star. So she kind of just grabs ethnicities from wherever she went. Hashtag I'm a walking cultural appropriation.
Oh, we love that.
But in real life, I'm an African-American light-skinned girl, but I'm very pale-skinned for an African-American girl. Actually, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. I'm very like blanco. Like the bottom of my palm, the palm of my hand is about probably matching the tone of your VTuber model's face. I'm very pasty.
Pasty.
Yeah, but when I flip my hand over, I'm like caramel colored. It's weird.
It's okay.
So for my culture, for my race, like of course, like when I grew up in school, everybody was like chocolate and I was always the vanilla one. So I was always like too light to be black. But if I were to try to go with anybody that was Caucasian or anybody that was slightly lighter, I was too black to hang out with that. So I'm like, I got the biracial treatment without being biracial.
I was like the only Asian kid in school, so I got bullied off of that a lot.
That's
fun.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, built a lot of character. I think I went through a point where I was ashamed of being Asian at one point, so I used to try to like dress like them. Yeah, it was sad. But
It
now I
does
don't care.
kind of
Now,
suck.
yeah, now I don't care anymore.
Recently, I discovered that not exactly half, but we do have a lot of Native American in our blood as well, which would also somewhat explain the skin tone being so light and the melanin levels looking a little different. So that's why for like my next model, I want to show more of my African American culture side more than anything. And I always get, especially growing up in African American schools, I always get the "you talk white" comments, which were so dumb.
Yeah, it's kind of. You know what? I will say. Remember how I was telling you that TikTok now battles you with like educational stuff now?
Mm-hmm.
So I used to grow up in like a not so good area, and it was very apparent that I grew up in a not so like good area. My speech back then used to be pretty bad because it was like okay, a little bit of an Asian tone mixed with a little bit of like how they were speaking in that area. So it wasn't like the best like proper English. Like I had to like relearn how to properly speak because I would speak a lot of lingo or slang. And in that time, they used to be like, "Oh, why are you talking like an ethnic person when like you are not even that same ethnicity?" Like, you know, when somebody from New York talks, you could tell that they're from New York based on the things that they're saying, or like if they're from Chicago, or like they pick up like that type of lingo. So I used to talk a lot like that, and they'd be like, "Why are you talking like a certain way?" when I literally grew up in that area. But because of TikTok and because of like business branding, I relearned how to basically speak. So this is why I speak the way that I do now. And sometimes you can catch it a little bit, but like I try not to do it. But when I get pissed off, yeah, that's when it comes out.
I feel like anybody's like native tone of how they speak always comes out when they're pissed.
Yeah.
And that was crazy nonetheless. It's just,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't change the way I speak on stream. Like the way I'm speaking now is how I speak in real life. It just depends on what situation I'm in. Because if I'm freaking out, like in Overwatch or Apex, I just speak gibberish.
No, yeah, I agree.
I have a different language for every game, and Demonologist is just my mic cutting out because I'm screaming. That's all I know.
Yeah, but now I articulate things more clearly. Like I don't use as much lingo anymore as like I used to, or like have a certain like way of speaking. It's a lot more clear now. It sounds more like I'm just a distinguished woman.
I'm just a distinguished woman. I'm the lady of this house.
I am the lady of this house. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So, we are going to go over to the creative collaboration section of the podcast. And that's more so, what type of projects or collaborations do you have in the future? Or if you have any planned?
Oh, okay. So, I'm going through an identity crisis. So, I'm going to change up a lot of stuff. I plan to release music. I plan to do more art stuff. I plan to do more just chatting stuff and really getting to know myself. I feel like throughout this whole entire like VTubing journey, like I haven't really been true to myself and who I am as a VTuber, because remember, I wanted to be famous. So I felt like I did a lot of things that was necessary to get to that point. And I honestly kind of made a model based off of what I thought would be popular at the time, or something that I thought would be trending or somewhat kind of cool. Like, I'm not saying that everything I did was for fame or attention, but I will say a lot of my sporadic posts did stem off getting like gazes or like I would say outlandish things to try to get like a reaction out of people. And I feel like it's very like not who I truly am, and it's not really gimmicky. And of course, like, I'm always high energy on my streams, but I think like based off of this stream alone, I'm still high energy, but I am able to carry a conversation like properly. And a lot of people don't like really know that about me. They think I'm just kind of like an airhead bimbo, which I'm working on to like fix myself. And I think just trying to figure out like who I am is probably the most like important thing. So I'm probably gonna do a rebrand. I haven't really said much about it to other people or like to my platform, but once I do a rebrand and I have it already, I'm gonna slap him in the face and just be like, oh, here I am, rebrand, here's my new model, here's the emotes, the PNG, the new name, all of that stuff. I'm gonna drop it all at once. But in the meantime, for now, I am gonna be working on Minecraft as Fox Funks and then eventually doing it because I don't want people to forget who I am. At the end of the day, I ask people like, oh, what do you like about me as a VTuber, as a streamer? They're like, oh, I like how energetic you are. I like how loud you are. I like how you're able to connect with your audience. They never said anything about my model, and I feel like a huge thing between VTubers is their personality, not even their model, because there's so many VTubers that rebrand, like Ksun. She used to be like Coco in Hololive and she completely rebrand, but people still like her. So it's not about your model, it's about you and who you are, and I'm gonna figure out who I am through my future content coming up.
I'm gonna cry.
That was a lot.
I'm gonna cry.
It's
I'm glad you're able to
okay.
share stuff like that, though.
Yeah, you know, I feel like when I was spiraling down in my depresso espresso, I really had a moment of reflection, and I'm probably gonna talk more about this on my stream as well when it's time for me, because I think I need to have a heart-to-heart with them and just be like, listen, I'm a poser, I'm fake, this isn't me, this isn't real, this isn't exactly how I'm supposed to feel. I gotta let the light shine on me. But yeah.
I knew that was coming. I knew it was coming.
I love Disney. I love Disney. But yeah, so I'm just gonna be myself. But yeah, that's the content I'm gonna be posting and future stuff and more Scuff models. But Scuff won't be my brand anymore. It shouldn't be my brand. It should be something that I'm proud of, not excusing myself with.
Well, I think that no matter what you brand, people are still gonna fall in love with the same personality that they have right now. So I'm thinking it's all gonna work out for you.
Exactly. I think if anything, it's gonna be better because I get to actually be my authentic self. Because I'm not a crackhead all the time.
You had that.
No, because I really am. Like, I'm so dumb, but it's so easy to be dumb, you know? I always act stupid because it's easy to act stupid, and I'm just trying to live my Miska Muska Mickey Mouse life, but not everything is always Miska Muska. Sometimes it's Depresso Espresso. It's not like that, you know? But
I need to add this into the Foxy quotes folder. Actually,
I have a lot of quotes.
Did you add a quote for the VTuber yearbook?
No! Oh my god, should that be it? I'm trying to live my Miska Muska Mickey Mouse life.
Did you, I could send you the tweet. I need to send you a lot of things. Am I keeping up with this? Hopefully I remember all the stuff I have to send you.
Yeah. It's okay. If we can't remember it, it's probably not important enough.
Yeah. But one of my mods is the author and creator of the VTuber yearbook, and she's working on the 2023 one now.
Wait a minute, so she's like making like a legit like yearbook?
She made a PDF last year and it was pretty cool.
That's so crazy. Oh my god, I gotta get on that. Wait, can she make another one next year when I like rebrand?
She'll make one every year. I mean, she has hundreds of people like on there.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
So all you have to do is just go to her profile, look for her. I think it's gonna be her pinned tweet, and then you have to drop a PNG and a quote, and that's all she needs.
Okay. Yeah. Send it to me. I'm gonna do it.
Oh,
I'm
make
gonna
sure
be
to
like
do that.
one of those. I'm be like one of those girls who like go to Asia, get plastic surgery, come back, and then like have a new face, new identity, new me.
Oh my.
Yeah, exactly.
What the heck?
Take my subathon money and put it into plastic surgery type beat.
Stop! Oh my gosh. So when it comes to like you finding you and your rebrand and everything, what is one thing that you genuinely look forward to?
Definitely feeling comfortable in my own skin. Definitely the character design aspect. Right now, I have an idea of what I want, but I'm gonna let a few artists kind of like go wild. I do have some themes and ideas, but I want them to go wild and I want it to truly represent me. I will say though that my concept coming forward or in the future is gonna be very contrasting themes. So it's gonna be like light and day type of energy, and it's still gonna emulate me a lot. But yeah,
That's a really nice description.
Yeah, it's gonna be, because I feel like with me, despite like being happy all the time, I'm not always happy because I'm a human being. Sorry, I'm not a cyberpunk fox from like Dimension 3000. But like, you know, I feel like I gotta be like me and I gotta have like deep talks with my like chat. And so I'm gonna have like a model based off of that too. But yeah, I'm so excited for like the redesign, for the rebrand and all that stuff.
That is so cool. And I'm gonna be supporting you every step of the way.
Blessed, because I am so worried. I'm not gonna lie, I'm sweating through my armpits right now. I'm like, rebrand, redesign. What if like people are like, who are you? Who is this woman?
I think as long as you just keep the communication open and clear, then people understand. You know, as long as they use their eyes and read, because I'm pretty sure you're gonna post on your Twitter.
People don't read. People don't read.
Because I know that some people, when they do a rebrand on their Twitter or on their Twitch, whatever they use, they have, for like the first few months, they'll have previously known as, in parentheses, the name.
Oh, yeah. Or like they do rebrand art.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, rebrand art, villain art.
Thank you for the follow. I'm glad I changed that alert, because the alert was like, I don't know what I'd be doing with my alert box, but last time it was on like my guest's forehead, so all of my alerts were just on her forehead. Thank you for the follow. So after being a guest on this show, what is one thing that you've truly discovered? I feel like you had quite a few realizations about yourself. A nice little couple of epitomes.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for me is realizing that I haven't been completely honest to myself, and I am going through a phase in my life where I'm trying to change myself for the better. Oh my god, I feel like a VTuber who got canceled, and this is like my behind the scenes, the truth behind Foxy like streams. But like I feel like I am learning more about what I want and realizing that basically not everything is what you expect, and technically you should just be your true self. Also, I had a lot of fun on here. It's really great. I think I had a really deep conversation, and I feel like a lot of my friends like didn't expect this from me.
Yeah, this is like another side. This is one of the sides that you wanted to expose, though, that you are able to have these types of conversations.
Yeah, exactly. Stop me, scammy mouse all the time.
Because VTubing and content creation, it's something that you choose to do. It's not like one of those things where you go on Indeed or Google and then you spam apply for these jobs and you're just working just to be paid. People go through VTubing and content creation because they just want to find out who they are. And this is definitely one of the fastest ways to do it. Because once you're on the internet, there's so many people that will like comment whether you're doing the right thing, wrong thing. And everything you do is your choice.
Exactly. Nobody's forcing me to do it, you know?
Like you wake up and you're just like, do I want to stream? Do I want to post that short? Do I want to make long form content? What do I want to do? But then I guess it can be overwhelming because you do have a lot of options.
Yes. Okay, I have a quick question too. I know we're trying to wrap up the stream. I'm sorry for taking up all your time. Okay, so how do you feel about VTubers that stay in character even in private DMs?
A lot of people that I interact with, they don't have that much of a separate character than who they are in real life. So I'm not really sure. I don't have anybody that's like, I'm a uwu cotton candy sheep VTuber and I'm gonna stay that way. And yeah, I don't actually know anybody that's a sheep actually, but
I met a cat VTuber and she was like, nyada nyada, welcome to my domain. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. She's like, I love pets and purrs and scratches. I'm like, okay. And I don't know, every single time they ended a sentence, it ended up with nya. It was like really cute for a little bit.
I think I wouldn't really want to interact with that person for a long period of time.
I just feel like it's like this, okay? When you're with a VTuber, we're technically like co-workers. You know, like when you're talking to other VTubers, you're co-workers. There's like the viewers, the VTubers, and like, you know, other stuff. But like when you're like in private DMs, off show, you are like talking to your coworkers, and that's like equivalent to like somebody who works for Disney, and they're like, oh, like, oh, I have a Moose Cat Mickey Mouse day, or like whatever, or like, you know, like, I hope you have a jolly good day, and it's like, you're not even on the clock, but like, you're still talking like that. So I'm like, oh, and it must be so exhausting.
I would be impressed that they're able to keep that character up for long durations of time. But in a private conversation, I think you should be like, you can be sussy. You can, yeah, you should still be professional and everything. Like, of course, I'm professional with you, but at the same time, there's a lot of things I tell you that I would never say at work.
That is true. Yeah, that's true.
So like, we don't have to be bland. I don't have to have like a conversation with you as flavorless as white bread. Actually, white bread tastes kind of good. I mean, but it's like, I'm not gonna come into your DMs and I'll be like, hi, my name is Matcha. I'm a Kitsunevtuber. I'm here to travel to different worlds. I'm here to take you on an adventure traveler. I'm not gonna do all that. I'll be like, hey, yo, Fox, you wanna play this game with me?
No, yeah, for real, based.
Someone says, I want to hear these things you'd say to her, not at work. Well, that's one of them. What's one thing I would say to Fox that I wouldn't say at work? One thing I would say at Fox, because in real life, IRL, I am a logistics coordinator. So I do planning and instructional things, very extra professional things. And I send a lot of emails. I make a lot of spreadsheets, which is why formulating this show has been very organized. I will thank my 9-to-5 for that, because I've learned a lot of technical aspects into it. So especially, okay, one thing off topic a little bit. One thing I would say to Foxy that I wouldn't say at work will definitely be, because it's going to be after stream. I'm going to be like, so Foxy, where's that post of your butt on Twitter? I want to see it. I would never say that to anybody at work.
I'm like, I would like to file a workers' complaint about sexual harassment.
So one thing that's funny is like, because you did compliment me on my Discord server. Thank you very much, by the way. I really appreciate it.
It's good. It's really nice.
So I redesigned one of my friends' servers, IRL, because our IRL server has all of our IRL friends. And there's 40 people on that server, 40 plus. There's like a few people I don't know. But anyways, I gave roles to people based off their personality and how long they've been in a server. So I'm of course the CEO. My friend is the second CEO. Below us we have, and it just goes down. We have management, we have assistant managers, we have leads, and people that aren't online that often, they're all associates. But we also have other people. We have specialty fields, like we have HR representatives, and those are the people that have very neutral personalities. And then we have one person on the server. He's on the server every day, and he is very, very neutral when it comes to any argument anybody on the server has. So he's the regional HR representative. Wait, no, it was a different, he's ethics. He's our ethics line.
You have like different job positions for people.
And I will at them. Like literally there was one of our people, he was our, so technically, and this is gonna sound weird because I'm talking about a Discord server. Okay, I'm not talking about my workplace. On our Discord server, one of the guys that has our manager's role, he posted a picture of his left pinky toe, and he was like, hey, I think I hurt my toe. Should I go to the ER? And then I added our HR, and I was like, HR, he put a picture of his foot in the chat. And a member of our HR was like, I don't feel like dealing with this, so I'm just gonna escalate to the ethics. And so they added our ethics guy. And our ethics guy added our second CEO, and he was like, hey, can you add a feet pic chat? So dumb, because everybody like went into those roles. And it's one of those creative things that I'm a little proud of, but it was so random, but it worked. So Foxy, if you would like for me to redo your server.
Yes, please help me. I'm desperate out here. It really looked like chicken scratch. Oh, when you come and see my server, you're gonna see all the cringy stuff that I have of my PNG art and stuff. Because here's my thing. I use my Discord to upload files onto my computer because I don't like to use an email. I like to use my Discord because it's quicker and easier. So you're gonna see like all my ideas and like trashy, like scrappy work.
Oh
So,
my
yeah.
gosh. I use
It's real cringe.
a cloud folder. Specifically, I use Google Drive. I use my Google for everything because everything is connected. I just had it for so long. So my mommy made my email when I was like 10. And she said, you're going to need this later. And I've been using that email ever since. Of course, I use Matchas now for VTubing. But I just use Google. I figure, hey, Google's nabbed my information for 10 years. What's another lifetime worth of information?
Yeah.
Why not have CEO and chairman of the board? Oh, I think we do have a chairman. I forgot who it was, though. Oh, the guy that made the server. It's his 17-year-old sister. She's the chairman.
Okay, question. What do you think I do IRL?
A professional dancer.
Really? No.
Really?
I do HR management.
What?
Yeah.
I thought you were like a dancer, like a trainer.
I wish. I told you I wanted to be famous, but I'm over here doing clerical work behind a desk. Clocking out, Wazowski. I'm always watching. Always watching.
I think Foxy accidentally gaslit me.
No, I swear to you, I am HR and management.
What?
Yeah, Are you into like personality tests and stuff?
Yeah, I'm a true neutral. I took the D&D personality test.
Oh, I didn't do mine. I was talking about like the Myers-Briggs.
Maki wanted me to do that one, but I forgot about it. Oh, shite, I need the link to that.
It's okay, it's okay. Okay, what, do you believe in star signs?
Yes, to an extent, but yeah.
Okay, like, do you know about like your moon phase and like all of that and rising and stuff?
I don't know my moon phase. I'm a Taurus though.
I'm a Taurus too. May 17.
May
The
1st.
stinky Taurus. Ooh. We're both stinky Taurus.
We are. Oh my gosh. I tend to linger towards chaotic neutral and chaotic evil. April 26th. Oh wow. I want to feel it click. Oh my gosh, that's really close though. Chaotic neutral. Oh my gosh. Have you taken the D&D test, Foxy? I can send you the link to it.
No, but I could take it.
I need to. You know what? I need a list.
I feel like I'm a lawful evil.
Lawful evil?
I genuinely feel like I'm lawful evil. As much as I want my VTuber persona to be chaotic evil, I feel like I'm a lawful evil.
I was actually surprised to find out that I'm true neutral.
Really?
Oh, do I seem true neutral?
I think you'd be like a neutral good.
Neutral good? Oh. I think it's because for a couple of scenarios, I think for one of the scenarios in the questionnaire, it was like, oh, this person is gonna get robbed. Would you save that person? And I was like, I don't know. What's in it for me if I save the person? And I think that was like, yeah, you're... I don't do anything unless it impacts myself, really. And if something puts me in danger, I try to mitigate risk. But if the risk equals reward, I'll do it. But if there's no reward, if I feel like it, I'll still do it. It's just like, if I feel like it, and if there's a reward and the risk. That's a very balanced depending on the situation.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I'll do it, sometimes I'll not. I mean, there's some things that can like trigger me. Like if someone tries to touch my mother, I'm gonna kill them. But but it's like, if somebody like touches a stranger in public, it's just like, I need to evaluate the situation before I like get involved though. Because there's so many risks. Because I was like, is that person, how hostile is that person? Do they have a weapon? And I think I overthink. I overthink a lot.
Okay. If somebody was shoplifting a store, how would you react to that?
I'll let them do it. By law, none of the associates are able to do it. Now,
Oh yeah.
Now, when it comes to policy and regulations, they need to alert law enforcement. If law enforcement is actually involved, I don't have to do anything. But if somebody like got away with it, then it's like, nah, whatever. The company itself hopefully has they got coverage for stuff like that. If it's, I'll look down on that person, especially if they're robbing from a small business. I mean, there's a special place in hell for those types of people. So they're gonna meet their karma, though. I do believe that. I don't have to be in the way of their fate.
Yeah.
Because if somebody robs from a small business in front of me, they're probably gonna get into a car accident later. So you gotta let fate do its thing.
No, yeah. I agree. But also, I feel like if somebody was stealing and it's not a small business and like it's a big corporation, I'd be like, hey, yo, can you like take this from me too?
It depends on what they're taking. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would definitely ask that.
I'd be like, can you like do me a favor and like take these like like lady things so I don't have to pay the pink tags or pink tax, just take this, I need this. Yeah.
Honestly felt. If somebody were to walk out with a GPU, like a 3090, I'd be like, hey yo, how many of those you got? Can I get one?
Exactly. Yeah, do you want to take one extra and slip it underneath the red Toyota? Like
your car is red.
No, it's green.
Oh, it's green. I was like, oh my gosh, Foxy, is it pull me over red?
No, because that's what my mom thinks, and I think the same thing. I feel like listen, I'm a very bad driver. That's why I don't like driving. But also, I feel like cops look at it, you know?
Yeah, there is an actual statistic that's proving that if your car is a brighter color, especially any shade of red, an angry color, then you are more likely to get pulled over from somebody of a neutral color. I learned that in color theory class. That was one of the classes I excelled in.
Yeah, like blue is trustworthy, red makes you hungry, yellow is pee, pink makes it sweet.
Is that why your branding is partly red, because you're nommable?
Yes. I just like the color red because it's an aggressive color. It's like the first color you see on screen, you know? Like at a stoplight.
Yeah, red is very aggressive. I chose very royal colors without realizing it for my VTuber model.
I'm thinking about royal colors too for mine, actually.
But I tried to pick more of a celestial theme because the color scheme for my model came from specifically the Horsehead Nebula galaxy pattern.
Oh wait, is that the stars in your hair?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Oh my god! We have a lore? Hello? A what?
My lore is on my card. It's just not done yet. I'm still like thinking about it. But I do have a lot of insinuations because originally I wanted to mainly market my VTuber to be very Genshin based because I was obsessed with Genshin when I was making my VTuber character. So I have like a wish animation, which actually blew up on Twitter that one time. I was flabbergasted, but I have splash art for my character. It's a 4-star. I have a weapon. I have all that stuff. I want my weapon to be rigged. My model mama, of course, she designed my weapon and everything. It's a double-bladed scythe. But getting my scythe designed and rigged, again, the money's. But I do have ideas for everything, and it's all on my card and everything.
Yeah, one of the things I feel like is like lore is like so tough.
Yeah, I know that it's not like a regulation to have lore for your VTuber, but it's so dang fun to think of it though.
Yeah. Wait, it's not common? I thought every VTuber had lore.
Not every VTuber has lore. No, some people didn't have lore. Like DJ didn't have lore for his.
DJ is DJ. DJ is himself.
Yes. I guess that is
DJ was
lore.
himself.
That is true. In fact, our previous guest on the show right before you, it was the same thing for her. She was herself. That was her model. But of course, if anybody gets disappointed because I'm not a purple hair kitsune in real life, well, I got news for you.
Yeah. You know, when like Elon was like, "Oh, Twitter verification," I'm like, "Yeah, just let me just pull out my ID and prove that I'm a cyberpunk kitsune. Just let me just pull that out for you real quick."
I'm waiting for the day they ask for ID verification.
Isn't that like I mean, technically, no. For Twitter, there's no reason or no need for that.
Not at all. Especially since they know that the majority of the people that use Twitter are content creators, so it'd be kind of weird to ask for something like that.
Yeah.
Chat says, I prefer a very neutral color scheme like gray, though gray being void of all light, yet the embodiment of all light, meaning gray can technically be any color under the spectrum. That is true. Because gray, slightly different from the color black, because black is just void of all color, that's it. And white is the appearance of all color, so gray is right in between that. So gray is both, which is why gray is the number one color to use if you're speaking in a neutral sense, but that's the reason. And they also said I want a 4090. Wait, is that a 4090? Is that a thing? Wait, that's an actual thing? That's how.
What's a 4090?
A graphics card.
Oh.
I think it's a newer one. I'm gonna look up a picture of it. Oh my god, this thing is a brick. Oh my god, this thing is a brick. This thing is so big. $1,500.
Oh my gosh. Better throw it on the throne. Throw it on the throne.
Yeah, definitely. Holy crap. Starting at $1,500. Oh my gosh. The 5000 series is expected next year. Oh my. Ooh. High key, I was thinking about getting the RTX 7. What? How do you even say that number? 7900 XT. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Computers are so expensive. Foxy, were you affected at all for the because you had to create your PC when you started VTubing, and I know that a couple years back there was a complication with that because PC prices were going through the roof. Were you affected by that at all?
Yeah. It was tough because I had to like look at everything, source everything. I was shopping for so long.
Oh my gosh. Were you able to get the PC that you wanted?
Nah. I mean, kinda. I wish I had more cooling.
Were you thinking about liquid cooling?
Yeah, I want a better like graphics card and like all of this stuff. I want a lot more stuff to my PC.
And it doesn't help that you're on TikTok a lot and you probably see all these aesthetic PC builds.
Yeah, the Ghibli one, the Boba one, the Cloud one, the Sanrio one. Like, how do you put grass in your PC and it doesn't overheat? Make it make sense.
I have no idea how they do that. Especially, I thought it was cute to have all the figurines in there, but oh my, yeah, some people just straight up have plants in there, and I'm like, bro, how do you even? Well, all right, we're gonna go on to our last section of our podcast. So right now, we're just gonna discuss any closing thoughts, iterations, and things that we've pretty much learned about our dear Foxy here. So Foxy, the whole purpose of this podcast, as I tell every guest on the show, I say every, I've only had to, is to really highlight the fact that for this, I want you to be able to come back to the show a year from now and look at how you were back then. What is one thing that you hope to see in yourself a year from now when you're viewing yourself onto this podcast?
I would like to see a change in content. I want to see a little more of a mature personality change. And I also want to see that I still exist because I feel like a lot of people quit VTubing within their first year, which is very wild to me. But I hope that I'm still VTubing by then because I'm pretty sure this is what I want to do. And I hope that I'm being more true to myself. I also hope that like I don't have to hide anything from anyone or like I could just be my honest truth because I feel like even now with VTubing, even though I do want to be my true stuff, there's still certain things I can't say like about like situations at home or whatever, or like for an example, which is might be a controversial topic, I feel like if you have a boyfriend and you're a female VTuber, that can like decrease your views. And if in the future I do find a partner, I do want to be able to be honest about that or whatever. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But
I completely understand.
I just feel like I wish in the future, not just for myself, but for the VTuber community as a whole, we learn to accept each other more and like really like grow from the fact that we are human beings behind a VTuber persona, and that not everything is going to be perfect. It's not all going to be roleplay, and it's not all going to be like, you know, rainbows and butterflies, even though technically we are in an entertainment platform. But I just wish that people are more accepting to new ideas, like male VTubers, female VTubers, VTubers that have several different models, VTubers that have unique models and stuff like that. Or maybe learn to accept the fact that some people or learn to accept the fact that VTubers and regular streamers are not that different from each other. Just, I want to see more growth in the community, because we're relatively new to everything now. So I hope that, you know, in the future things change a little bit in terms of that.
That's so inspiring. I'm sure the future you would be proud of your past you, and vice versa. Unless you're a time traveler somehow, a year from now, and you're looking at this. So if, for whatever weird timeline reason, the future Foxy is watching us live, hello.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna be like, dang, I was really going through it, huh?
Yeah. I agree. I'm like, wow, there's so much going on in that little cyber Foxy brain.
Yeah, but I have a big brain. Nobody knows it. Oh, dang.
I know it.
Yeah, now we know it. Now we know it now. We know it now.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching this collaboration with the wonderful Fox Funks. Show her some love. I have her at the pin. Oh, thank you for the follow. I have her information pinned at the top of the chat. I kind of did it while she wasn't looking, but please show her some love. Watch her throughout her whole entire journey, as I will be, because I will be stalking her a lot, as if I didn't stalk her before. And I look forward to any other collaborations of games with Foxy in the future. Any last closing thoughts, Foxy?
Make sure to give yourselves a big hug, and because you deserve to be loved. And I will catch you guys later.
No, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna change it to our ending screen, and while we're on that, I'm gonna see if there's a mutual to raid, if I can find any. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for all the love, the follows. Thank you for the head pats. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.